Iman Gadzhi is a fake guru. He makes you think he made a lot of money before selling courses, but that's absolutely not true. I'm pretty sure because the way he behaves, the way he speaks, checking the company records that are all public in the UK, check his tax reports, they're not seven figures.
This is the truth behind Iman's success. Iman Gadzhi, a self-proclaimed entrepreneur, guru, millionaire, and marketing genius, gaining a massive following for teaching people how to escape the 9-to-5 grind and build their own marketing agencies. He has become a beacon for aspiring entrepreneurs and young kids who wants to be millionaires. This shouldn't be surprising considering Iman is worth $85 million as of 2024, and he is just 24 years. So people looking up to him is understandable. He is young, famous, most importantly a millionaire. But like many gurus, like Cobra Tate, they profit from the same audience they claim to teach how to make money. So, how did one man convince so many people to invest thousands of dollars into a system that often leaves them worse? In an effort to expose hidden truths behind his success, we're pulling back the curtain on Iman Gadzhi's empire to reveal what many claim is a well-constructed scam targeting young, ambitious people. Well, I will have to show you his childhood story, which explains everything about Iman. But I do need to point out that I'm not intruding in Iman's private life because his childhood and upbringing is no secret, as Iman himself has spoken on that multiple times. Born in 2000 in Dagestansky Ogni, a small town in southern Russia, Iman was raised in a single-parent household. He never knew his father, who left before his birth, struggling with alcoholism and abusive behavior.
Real father was alcoholic abusive. So yeah, he was out the picture before the time that...
When Iman was 4 years old, he and his mother immigrated to London. Shortly after their arrival, his mother married a wealthy man. This marriage initially brought stability and access to a better lifestyle for Iman. They lived in an affluent area of London, and he attended an expensive school. However, this situation took a turn for the worse when his stepfather became abusive towards his mom. The marriage ended in divorce when Iman was 14 years old. After the divorce, Iman and his mother were cut off financially by his stepfather.
I got to go to private school, but apart from that, my stepdad didn't support us in any sense. He ended up cutting us off at by 2010,
They faced a return to financial instability as they relied on government benefits while his mother worked as a receptionist. At just 14 years old, Iman felt the weight of responsibility to care for both himself and his mother during this challenging time. At this point, it was just a young boy feeling the pain his mother is going through. This period of hardship pushed Iman to explore entrepreneurial ventures, as he began selling personal training packages for local businesses with the aim of becoming a fitness influencer.
I just got really into fitness, super into fitness stuff. And I was trying all different things, conjugate methods, squat every day, all these different splits. And, I was learning the difference between, your thoracic, your cervical, learning body anatomy and stuff like that. And I would just bite off my friends' ears and my friends' parents' ears. And I would basically just hustle my friends' parents into paying me 20 pounds an hour. And I would just sell them monthly packages.
At this point, it was clear he wanted to become an influencer and create a career for himself online. He also ventured into the digital landscape, buying and selling Instagram accounts at the age of 15.
I started selling promotions, Instagram promotions for that page, and then I was starting to get offers to buy that page. So I took the money I made from promotions, and what I would do is I would buy an Instagram page, let's say for like a Porsche fan page. And I would take that Porsche fan page, because that's a very niche thing. You can't really get many sponsors for that. And I would take a Porsche fan page with 150,000 followers, which back then was worth a lot more than what it is today. And I would just rebrand it.
This initial venture laid the groundwork for his future success in digital marketing. He eventually dropped out of school at age 17 to pursue business full-time, claiming he will build his wealth without traditional education.
You reached the age of 17, you decided to drop out of school. Correct. Why? Because I was making 20 grand a month and I had an employee.
This was doing which?
At that point I had an agency.
Well, I do need to point out that Iman meticulously documented his journey from his teen years in terms of the struggles he faced growing his agency and sharing each milestone on YouTube.
YouTube was a second evolution. YouTube at first was just like a diary to myself.
So, here it goes. On July 2017, at the age of 17, Iman Gadzhi founded his digital marketing agency, IAG Media. IAG Media was born out of Iman's growing knowledge in social media marketing, as I mentioned previously. He understood how powerful these platforms could be for businesses, and he wanted to capitalize on the increasing demand for digital marketing services. His goal was clear: help brands grow their online presence while building a lucrative business for himself. Iman knew that to make a real impact in the world, he had to build a personal brand. He began crafting his personal brand on YouTube and other platforms, sharing his insights on entrepreneurship, marketing strategies, and how he started his agency. Iman, recognizing the growing demand for knowledge in this field, he shifted his focus towards education. He understood that teaching others how to succeed in digital marketing was the most effective path toward financial prosperity. So with this, Gadzhi saw a new opportunity. He began launching high-priced online courses, some going as high as $1,500, with the aim of teaching others how to replicate his success in the digital marketing world.
I need to continue with all this coaching. I need to continue bringing students on.
These courses quickly became Iman's highest revenue income, making more than $30 million from selling courses to his audience. Previously, I made mention of IAG, Iman's first digital marketing agency. Well, Iman claimed he made over $1 million from his agency IAG in a year and generates £82,000 monthly, which was far from the truth. You see, in the UK, companies are required to file certain documents with Companies House, which keeps public records of their earnings registered in the country. According to these public records, IAG Media made less than £50,000 in 2022, far from the $1 million empire Gadzhi boasted about. Even in the rare case, suppose that the public documents were somehow false. We have to ask ourselves, why would Iman shut down an agency he claims was making him millions of dollars every year?
Ladies and gentlemen, this video is not clickbait. On the 6-year anniversary of signing my first client back in August of 2016, I'm shutting my agency down.
If the business was as successful as he often brags, wouldn't it be in his best interest to keep it running and scale it further? Could it be that the agency wasn't as profitable as he portrayed? Or maybe it served its purpose, establishing credibility, giving him a platform to promote his courses. Once that image was solidified, the agency itself became expendable. After all, when you're making millions from selling the dream, do you still need to run a traditional business? By shutting down the agency, Iman shifts focus entirely to his personal brand and his courses, where the real money comes from. He no longer needs the agency as proof of his success, because his wealth is now tied directly to the courses he sells to young men who believe that they can replicate his success. Even though there are many gurus out there selling the dream, Iman Gadzhi stands out for one reason. He's the youngest. Iman is only able to make millions on his course because of how he presents himself. You see, on the internet, everyone loves an underdog story, a narrative of someone rising from humble beginnings to wealth beyond imagination. And that's exactly what Iman has capitalized on. He constantly shares his life story, positioning himself as the guy who turned nothing into millions. And that appeals to a lot of people, especially young men searching for a way out of their struggles.
I'm an only child and I just had a difficult upbringing. Eventually she moved over there and took me with her, and my stepdad, it was like this fairy tale. My stepdad was quite wealthy. So.
He plays on the aspirations of young men, convincing them that they too can achieve this lifestyle through his course. The reality, though, is that it's not that simple. Success in SMMA requires experience, connections, and capital, not just a simple course. Iman often tells his audience that anyone can jump into this and start making 6 figures. But that's not the whole story. The best agencies out there took years to build through hard work and relationships with clients. Without experience, it's hard to deliver what clients want. Without connections, it's tough to find high-paying clients. And without money to invest, scaling your agency is almost impossible. For most people who buy into these courses, the reality hits hard. They don't have the experience or network, and they're starting from scratch. Soon they realize that it's not as simple as they were promised.
Never going to forgive what this guy told me to do when I got on a Zoom call with him when I was 18 years old, because quite frankly, it wasted 4 years of my life. I want to paint a really quick picture just so you can understand the situation that I was in when I was 18 years old. So this is my YouTube channel. As you can see, that's my face, millions of views on my content, and hundreds of thousands of subscribers. This was posted 6 years ago. That was around the time that I got on a call with Iman and said to him, look, what do I do? I have a YouTube channel. I'm getting hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views every single month. What do I do with this? And this guy did two things. The first thing he did is he convinced me to pay him £6,000 so he can run ads to my info product store that I was running for my YouTube. Now this is for another story, but I lost all that money and I will never pay that man ever again. He also told me that this was not a good business model, that I should be focusing on building a social media marketing agency. This is where I am honestly so annoyed that I listened to this guy's fucking advice. When you're 18 and you're a bloke and you want to make money, you are incredibly impressionable. And when this guy who's flashing a Patek Philippe and showing me all this cool shit tells me to start a social media marketing agency, I listened to him and it was a stupid idea. So I stopped posting on YouTube and I went all in with a social media marketing agency. And here's what happened, right? Cool. 4 years of my life down the drain, didn't make any money from a social media marketing agency. After running my agency, all this momentum that I had on my YouTube channel completely went to shit. You know what's the massive kicker here, right? What really drives me mad is when this guy told me to go all in on an SMMA and stop posting on YouTube and building my personal brand, he did the complete opposite. He shut down his social media marketing agency and went all in on his personal brand, and now he has multi-millions of followers.
To be fair, real success often comes from selling the dream, not living it. His rise is not just about business savvy, it's about mastering the art of illusion, making people believe they can buy their way to success by enrolling in his program.